Today, we're talking about aligned selling and how to really, really potently sell your offer in the most aligned way. Hey, I'm Rachel Weaver, your host of the Be You Babe podcast. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. Hit all those like buttons and follow buttons and leave me a comment in whether or not this is resonating for you. I would love to know. I love creating the content every week, and I would love to hear from you. Today, I really want to talk about open centers and how to use this area of your chart in your sales pages and selling your offers, because it is magical. It is fucking potent when it comes to selling. And I want to preface this with, it goes along with pain points, but it's doing pain points in a really aligned and authentic way that's not going to shame anyone or make them feel icky when they're reading your sales page. This is truly selling and serving, right? And that's what we want to do as spiritual entrepreneurs. We want to serve with our offers. And we do have to identify where our ideal client is right now, what they're struggling with, what they're dealing with in this moment, what they desire on the other side. And then we can help them get that, right? And that's what your offer does. Your offer takes them from A to B. Now, our open centers are those white or non-colored centers in your chart. Those are the areas that we absorb the energy from other people. This is where we learn about the energy the most from other people. We're mastering it through other people. Our defined centers are where it's our energy. We're here to master that, and it's very consistent for us. We're not as influenced by the outside world in those areas. The white centers, though, deeply influenced by the world around us and the pressure, but it's just an energy that feels inconsistent. It feels like, I don't know what to do with this. And you kind of freak out and you kind of just don't know what to do, right? And this is where you can be deeply, deeply conditioned. It's also the place that I believe that we can have our most wisdom in as well, especially when you're healing and when you're working through these different issues and these different conditionings, the different beliefs, right? And taking them to the higher expression. So that means that it's like, take the Ajna Center. It's very much trying to figure out the how. It wants to figure out the how. Once you realize that it's not your job to figure out the how, that the universe will bring you everything that you need, you release that pressure, and now you're in the highest expression. I'm not trying to figure out the how. I'm following my sacral authority, and that's what's going to lead me to how my desires come about. We can use that in our copy and as the pain points. So let's take the Ajna Center again. I want to explain this as clearly as possible. So Ajna Center is struggling with looking outside of themselves for answers. They're always searching for the perfect plan. They don't feel like they're in control. They're kind of micromanaging or blaming other people for things. They're unsure of what to say a lot of times. They're like, should I write this? Should I not write this? And some of the things that she's telling herself in her head are like, what is she doing? Oh, maybe I should be doing that? Would that help me get success? She's thinking, I have to be certain before I take that next step. I have to be certain of this whole thing before I can take that step. Or how am I going to make this happen? That was a big one for me. How am I going to make this happen? Right? She's like, I have to figure this out. I need to know all the steps before I can take the next step. These are things that she's thinking in her head. Now, if you are thinking those things a lot of the times, then that's an area for you to work on, right? That's an area for you to go, oh, I need to work on my Ajna Center and deconditioning that. And this is not an episode about deconditioning. I have so many resources. If you need help on deconditioning, let me know. Drop me a comment. Or DM me. So we're not talking about that. But if you are in the highest expression, which means you're open and receptive to new ideas, without feeling that pressure to figure out like, oh, what if this happened? And you're not in that, shit, I got to make it happen. You're just in this playground of possibility, right? And you know that it's not your job to figure out the how, and you allow inspiration to come and go. And you're not blocked by thinking that this is the only inspirational idea you'll ever get. You know that there's always more coming, right? When you're in that expression, then you can use the struggling part in your pain point marketing. So if you think about your offer, and I could take one of my offers since this is the one I love talking about the most. Let's take my Moneymaker sales page offer. I know that most people write a sales, they don't know what to write. They really don't know what to write on a sales page. And they kind of take just stabs in the dark and they're just throwing shit at the wall, essentially. And so I can say, like, you really don't know what to write. So you're writing whatever comes to your mind and it's not converting, right? I can look at and take, let's see, I have to figure this out. I can take that. Like, you feel like if you don't figure out your sales page, then your offer is not going to sell, which isn't necessarily true. You don't necessarily need a sales page, but a sales page, when you sit down to figure out the copy on your sales page and the vibe, forces you to get into your container in a really deep way. And when you understand your container from every angle, the vibe, the feel, the who it's for, what they're struggling from, the A to B transformation and all those details, when you know, and like without a doubt, how to articulate all of those different pieces, you can sell the offer. You can create content. You can like get super lit up because you are so deeply connected to it. Do you need the sales page? No, but you need all of the other prep work to get to sell it, right? So the best and easiest way, everybody thinks that they need a sales page, which great. Okay, we'll write a sales page, but it's in that prep work that is really that's the gold. And that's how you connect and sell your offer, is by doing that work. The sales page is like this cherry on top that you can now send out to people and they can go and read and sign up for, right? So I'm talking about that. They oftentimes also don't know who their ideal client is, which again, for sales pages, this is great. Like I can say, you're not really sure who your ideal client is, or you really feel that this offer can serve everybody. So why, and you don't want to box it in, right? And while I understand that and I speak to that, it's also, if you don't have an ideal client for your sales page, you can't sell it. It's like when you talk to everyone, you talk to no one, right? A person needs to self-identify like immediately on your sales page if you ever want them to consider buying it. They have to know that this is for them. And by doing that, you need to identify who your ideal client is so you can speak directly to them. So I talk about that as a pain point and how we're overcoming it on the sales page. So do you see how this is a pain point? You don't know what to write, but how I'm solving that pain point. All because, number one, I am in the highest expression of this open center. And two, I know what my energy is, what my offer is, and how it's serving them. That's how we sell in alignment. That's how we use our human design to amplify the amazing fucking magic that is within our offers in a way that feels really good and really aligned. Like, can't even tell you when I really honed in on this, how much easier it is to sell. How much easier it is to sell out my offers. Like it's wild. It's wild. I can't even tell you. I went from like putting offers out there that weren't selling to suddenly having offers that were selling. That was and that's what I changed. I changed how I identified the pain points. That was it. So this is just a piece of that Moneymaker sales page offer, really understanding how you do this specifically with your centers. But we also go deep into the ideal client and understanding who they are, what they desire, deeply, deeply desire, as well as what that surface level, I need to fix this now is, because we kind of want to do both. But that's a whole nother episode. So I hope this was helpful in helping you understand how you can use those open centers for selling. If you want more, I'll drop the link to Moneymaker. It may already be sold out by the time you hear this. But it will be a DIY course very, very, very soon. And so if you're listening to this long after the episode has aired, there'll be a link for that as well. So super excited. I fucking love this stuff. So if you have questions or want to know about your centers or want to know more specifically about you, please DM me. I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments and your questions. So have a great week and bye.